So let's open up the doors to our Mike's Hard Hitting Lab, presented by Mike's Hard Lemonade. Hard days, they deserve a hard lemonade, and it's all about a blind resume. See some of these numbers right here, Cliff? We know there's a whole bunch of offensive juggernauts spread all throughout Major League Baseball, but some teams are better than others, and they get it done with the bat, whether they're hitting out of the park, laying down the bunt. It's all about production.
Excuse me, guys.
You all right? Need a lozenge?
Nah, I'm a little
Fisherman's
under
friend?
the weather.
Ricola, perhaps? Either way, looking at some of these numbers, who's who? Which team is this? Which team is that? Do you know right off the top?
Yeah.
I mean, there's two teams that'll be matching up tonight.
This the Cubs over here.
Okay.
I
guess the blind resume wasn't necessarily fair since
No.
all the stats and numbers
Sometimes
before.
you pay attention to detail and start looking at things, and you're going, I know this is a really good lineup, but I think these are two of the best. Like, these possibly could be the two best teams in the NL. Like,
Absolutely.
they could possibly be.
When
right?
you look at the offensive numbers, the Cubs most definitely are one of the best teams in the National League, but I think the San Diego Padres are taking exception because they put up some serious numbers, and the Dodgers, they're pretty much middle of the pack in a lot of numbers.
Tied for first, but this right here stands out. This is so different, and as far as what we've seen from this team, and Kyle Tucker is that guy. Happer has been hot of late.
Table setter.
When you think about him, he's not going to steal bases, but he's not going to clog the bases up. He's going to score from first. His IQ is so high, and he takes pride in leading off and being the table setter, as you mentioned, Cole, that can leave the ballpark and be 1-0 or hit that double first inning. But you know you're going to get 6 or 7 pitches from him. His eye is so good. It's gotten better with Kyle Tucker being here.
Sure.
I really believe that. But he just has this patience about him. That's the one thing about hitting, man, that you have to pay attention to is if you have patience, but it starts from the on-deck circle over to the plate, and you have to be able to transition to say, you know what? I trust that I can take a pitch off the block. I trust I can do some things. We got to get him right. We got to get him in the lineup.
How does he trust in himself? Because Dansby Swanson, when he catches that ball out front, there's pretty much no one better in the league, but catching up to that letter-high fastball, that's been the biggest issue right now.
Yeah, I don't know if that's really it. I think it's something to do with the head and how it's sort of going flat, right? It's like he's coming off somewhere along the line here. If I'm telling you the plate is over here, right? But look where the bat ends up. He's cutting the plate off. So what I mean by that at home, I think he's coming this way, and he still has some plate left. So when he's hitting the ball, he's not clipping enough. He's underneath he's underneath it a little bit too much. If he's driving the right center, you won't be that way.
You want to see his barrel in the hitting zone for as long as possible, as opposed to maybe that upswing just a little bit.
Yeah, I would say that's right on point. How about my man?
We know how troublesome he can be.
Well, you know what? He's working. He's trying to put some weight back on. He was sick. We saw that early in the season.
It didn't really matter, though. He was still hitting the ball over the fence.
Yeah, but he's hitting 240. That ain't Mookie Betts.
That's not.
Right? So this is the work I was talking about with Dansby. Have you seen him pull a ball yet?
Not one.
This is how you cover the whole plate. If I'm going this way, I can't worry about getting jammed. I have to stay the course.
Stay out of his kitchen.
You know, I mean, Teoscar had to earn every bit. He signs a 1-year deal. He goes out and balls out, and they go, well, wait a minute, we need you. So, I mean, he has been the catalyst for them when you've had Shohei out, when you've had Freddie out. You know, he started 7th in his lineup, and then he's moving himself up. I think he is that 4-hole hitter who's going to drive in runs. He has a knack for it. But he earned every dollar he got from this Dodgers team. But you know, because I don't think teams trusted him when he left Toronto because of his defense. He wasn't an all-around player. He did some things uncharacteristic. He was a little bit lazy. So I saw him and I talked about him when I had a chance to work for the Blue Jays, and I was like, man, he's better than this. But he's put himself in position to be that guy for Dave Roberts and his team.